My name is Kyle Ann Poling. This is a segment that I did when I worked at Radio Shack Corporation. And the first section we're going to talk about is motivating people. Now, the first rule of motivating your employees or associates as a leader is you can't motivate anybody. You can only create an environment in which they themselves can become motivated. So we're going to talk about a few principles of motivation, but the first thing I wanted to do was get your feedback or review your feedback that you gave me earlier on what motivates people. Some of you said the obvious one is money. Money is a big motivator. But as some of you mentioned, money isn't a motivator for everyone. There are some people that are not motivated by the salary. Some other things that you mentioned were recognition. Some of your associates are highly motivated by recognition, and you came up with some great ways to do that. Another way is by competition. Several of you said that you create a fun competitive atmosphere and that people enjoy that kind of thing. So let's think about those as we review some principles of motivation. Now, one of the first ones we're going to talk about is developing a sense of personal responsibility. Most of you complete your individual business plan, and through that, and I know you help your associates do that, you sit down with them and help them define their goals. And in that role, you're more of a counselor. You're there to help them figure out what they want to do and help them to get there. It's almost like you want to be the guide on the side, not the sage on the stage. So that helps them by identifying their goals. It helps them, you can create those and create that atmosphere where they can reach their goals. Find out what motivates them. One of you told me that you spoke to one of your employees and you usually ask them, what do you want? What are you saving for? And then you figure out how many hours they would need to work, what kind of sales they would need to make to get that goal. The next principle that we want to talk about is maintaining and creating interest. You want to break things up, do it differently, have fun. Have any of you ever seen that video, the fish video, where they talk about the Pike Place marketplace and how much fun they have? If you create an environment of fun and interest, that can be very motivating for people. Break it up, do things differently, laugh a lot. So one of you, a manager a few weeks ago told me that at Christmas time they had gotten a karaoke machine out, and on a Saturday they got the karaoke machine out, and all day long they were singing. They got the customers to come in and sing, just had a great time. At the end of the day, they had sold a lot of karaoke machines and people just had fun, and I know that they built great loyalty from their customer base. Anything that you can do to maintain interest and change things up will help motivate people. The other one is anytime you're starting a new incentive or a new plan, you want to make sure that you structure it to apply it back to them. You want to give them the what's in it for me, which we're going to talk about a little bit later, and help them apply it back to life. The last one is give praise and encouragement. Most of us are dry sponges waiting for a drop of encouragement. Have any of you ever gone home at the end of the day and said, honey, they just gave me too much recognition and too much praise. I just can't stand it anymore. No, that didn't happen to you? Well, it's never happened to me either. Most of us don't get recognized for the work we do. We don't get the thanks that we deserve. So we're going to talk about some of the ways we can recognize people and employees and help them grow, and that also is a big motivator. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a couple of minutes at your table and just brainstorm some ways that you've used that worked at your store to motivate your employees. Maybe it was a contest, maybe it was a game, maybe it was a way to have fun. And then at the end of the 2 minutes, I want to hear back from you and hear what you guys came up with. All right, take those 2 minutes and we'll be right back.